Alright guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's okay. Thank you for tuning in. Always grateful. Let's talk about leaning in, right? Or when you should not lean in, which is part of this video. And I was actually in the gym the other day, a couple of weeks ago now. A shout out to Don Saxby, my mentor, really. He's like an inspiration to me.
Doing this. Crazy. You gonna do that, man? Look, watch my feet. Just step in place.
He's always helping me in the gym. Usually on the pads, he'll shout from the other side of the gym if I'm doing something wrong. He'll always correct me, and I'm so grateful for him. And you know, anybody in that gym, Jihad Adore Aziz, my former trainer, father figure. You know, those two men have shown me basically everything. And I was just hitting the bag, and he was like, "Stop leaning in."
Don't lean in. You still leaning in. Get a little closer.
And I didn't even realize I was leaning in, but I was, and I tried to correct it, right? And I was still leaning in.
Don't lean in. You still leaning in. Get a little closer.
So my point is, it's the little subtle things in the sport, in punching, technical things that can actually make a big difference, especially as a beginner. And I'm going to show you when I find a place where I can just pitch up this camera and actually give you an example and show you what, from a different side, what I mean, because it's not the best angle, the shots that I've been showing you. But, and look, there's a time and a place when you can lean in if you get more experienced, where you're either trying to get a bit closer or you're trying to bait your opponent in. I get that for sure, but I'm just talking about straight. If you're just hitting the bag, working on that jab, popping it, don't lean in. And there's a very common analogy where you got to imagine there's a pole, right? This pole right here. You see that? Imagine that pole was just going through you, right? And it's like from here to here, and you cannot move your head further forward, right? It's literally preventing you. That's a good way to make sure that you stop your chest and you can sit back and pop. And as I said, let me find a place where I can pitch up, show you, so I can really explain what I mean, because it's very important.
Boxing.
I just found this little area. Such a beautiful day today. I don't know if you guys can hear that music up there. There's like a saxophonist playing, so it gives like the track or the video a nice little backdrop of music, because part of this channel is actually also, you know, I'm trying to bring in a little bit more art, you know, a bit of photography, videography, and sometimes at a later date a bit of music. But today we're going to be talking about, as I said, not to lean in. I'll try to give you some different angles as well. But what I was saying was, like, just a little thing, like a little subtle thing like that, you know, that's leaning in. And as I said, I'll show you the feet what I'm doing as well, because that's generally what you don't want to do, right? And it's even worse when you throw the cross, because the momentum of a cross, it kind of makes you want to do that. And as I said, there's going to be times where, you know, if you're trying to get to your opponent a little bit, leaning in, as long as you know you're doing it, and you're either doing it for a trap, or you're doing it to get closer and you know that you need to, you know, move back, different situation. But for beginner, this channel is for beginners. You know, you really want to be here, and I'm just going to pop the jab like that, not even move my chest, right? Here, bam, like that. And that's what Don was saying. He's like, you're still doing it.
Don't lean in. You still leaning in. Get a little closer.
Because I was like a little bit like that. It was, you know, it was nice to see, and I record myself so I can watch it, but I don't know if I'd have picked up on that. I think the angle wasn't great, but nonetheless, I'm still grateful for him, because he realized I was doing it every time when I watched the footage back. Just a slight move like that, you know, slight move like that, when really it's just like this, bing. See, I'm not even moving from here, bing. bing, bing. And it's just right here. The pole, boom, boom, is through your body right there. And it literally prevents you from moving forward. And that's a way you should look at it, you know, especially when you're practicing that jab or the 1-2. I'm just right here, bing. I don't even move like that. Not the best angle, but here, right here, boom, boom. All right, you keep your distance. You're not bringing yourself closer to your opponent. You're not bringing your balance off a little bit, right, by leaning forward. Let me change the angle, actually. Yeah, so, wow, this music, I love it. So perfect. It's such a gorgeous day today, and that guy's blazing his saxophone. Awesome. Anyway, right here, right? I'm right here, bing. I don't even move. I don't want to do this, right? When your chin starts going in front of this front knee, that's bad. The balance is going to be off, and as I said, I'm bringing myself closer to my opponent, unless it's like, you know, deliberate. But for higher up, maybe another video. But just be aware when you're practicing. Boom, that pole. Don't move your chin forward like that. Just keep it here. Bing, bing. Go slowly if you need to, you know, I always say that. Practice at a level where you can get the consistency very good. And, you know, that's it really. And I've made a video about this before, but I wanted to bring it into light, and I wanted to show you where I get my information from. A lot of the time I do study, you know, so many different channels, from Coach Mustafa from Atlanta, Coach Anthony, the guys in my gym, Tom Yankello. You know, the list goes on and on. You know, fight tips, precision punching. I watch everybody with, you know, admiration, really, to be honest with you. So I try to obviously formulate my own views on stuff. And, you know, I've been teaching beginners for almost probably 14 years now, as this football game's about to kick off. So I just wanted to say thanks to anyone that's tuned in, any subscribers. Welcome along, anybody new. You know, I'm really excited to get going with this channel. So smash the like button and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you guys soon.
Boxing.